putting on bikini where you are not supposed to put it on.
Yeah.
If it is self-love, then put on your bikini and go to work. And tell your boss I'm self-loving myself.
Chop knuckle, yeah. Yeah.
You understand? At a certain level, our brains know the truth.
Yeah.
We just keep lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
No matter how much we believe is self-love, we never go to the bank, you understand, at which we work and say, I'm putting on bikini. And then I say, bank manager, this is me, I'm self-loving myself. Or
He will just chase you out of there.
you understand?
A guy will treat you how you treat yourself. So is that true or false?
I think that's true.
How? Why?
Because treating yourself will actually expose in your outer look.
Okay.
If you don't package yourself according to the material which you want, you will see you according to material which you present.
Okay. So Marianne, do you have anything to say about that one?
I think a guy would, yes, a man would treat you how he feels about you. If he feels that you are the right person for him, he will. No, it's not a yes. It's a yes and a no. Because some men would feel great about you, they would love you and still not know how to treat you well.
Oh, okay.
So it depends. Some would treat you based on how they feel about you. If a man truly loves you and values you, he will treat you with so much value and respect.
Yeah.
But if he does not really see you in his future, if he doesn't really feel that much for you, he will treat you like someone who is easily dispensable, who is easily replaceable.
Definitely.
Yeah, and some men, why I said it depends is because I know scenarios where a man could still love you and not treat you rightly. That comes to the aspect of the fact that it now do you know how to treat a woman? Yeah, so some men may love you but they don't know how to treat you right, or what is your definition of respect. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm not betting to disagree. Do you have anything to say? There are some people who are so traumatized, like they have traumas, childhood traumas, and they are looking for people to dish out those traumas to. So sometimes a guy will treat you how he feels about himself.
What about a guy that treats you with such love and he's not getting such back?
That's
another different scenario. I think I get what she's saying. An unhealed man will portray his brokenness towards you, even if he loves you, even if he cares about you. There are men that they might really love you, they see you as the right partner, or this is the one, but again, because they've been broken before, because they are still going through healing process, because maybe they were not raised the right way, they may not even know how to treat you right. But on the other hand, truly a man will treat you whatever a man is showing you, believe him. Yeah, he will treat you how he feels about you. Whether if he doesn't value you, he will treat you like someone he does not value. If he values you, he will treat you like someone that he values. If whatever people show you, believe them the first time.
But do you know that feelings are something that are temporal? Because the truth about feelings is, okay, like if I'm seated on the table with a man that treats me well because he feels I'm valuable, because if he loves me, he treats me well, and the next lady that comes in front of him, he treats the lady poorly because he does not feel anything for that lady. Do you know in about a minute, 1 hour, you would definitely be the next party if that feeling is not there?
That's correct.
Definitely. So I would rather prefer a man that was raised, because see, we are ladies here, we've dated, and some men came to us, treated us so well, right?
Yes.
And without the intentions of marrying us, because they were raised to treat a woman right, whatsoever.
I agree.
So I would prefer being with a man that knows, that was tutored to treat another human, to treat a woman right.
Well, I concur.
And you know,
yes.
I totally agree with what you just said, and this even supports one of my previous videos I posted online. I was speaking about a similar topic where I'll prefer a man that is human, that has a human conscience, to even wealthy men, because sometimes you get the men with the money, who have everything to give you financially, but then where is that aspect of humanity. That aspect of having a conscience, being honest, being that person where you feel that I will not do this for my daughter, so I shouldn't do this for another woman. That aspect of knowing that this is a woman, I came from the womb of a woman, I should respect women. So this is, I totally, with your point on, it's not even how they feel about you, it's about how a man is being raised, about his character as a person. Is he a kind person? Is he a good-hearted person? That is what we should
because I will tell you from experience, there are some people, minus the cars, as I said before, minus the cars, they are so bruised and they have childhood traumas that live in them. So when they see you with your own small that you have, you're so happy, you're so nice, you're so receptive, your family is so bonded, and they'll just be like, why is this one happy? She does not have what I have, but she's still happy. And that's trauma in them. They'll want to portray it. Like they will spread it like Wi-Fi. I will tell you for a fact, I've experienced that. They will spread it to you. It's like a missile. The way they will shoot it on you so that you should look yourself like you're not valuable. So you should look yourself you're not confident enough. So you look yourself like you are down, because that's the part of, minus the cars, they have a sense of wanting. Some people are not, minus everything they have, they are not still contented.
They are not happy.
So trust me, they will always want to portray it to other people. So rather, a guy will treat you how he feels about you. It's okay, in some cases,
but not all the cases.
It's not all cases. Or a guy will treat you how you treat yourself. It's okay in some cases, but sometimes a guy will treat you how he feels about himself. If he feels, then if he's not contented, if he's not happy, see, he will spread that energy like missile to you if you're not very careful, and you start seeing yourself.
That's why you see people who you find you could be very nice to a man, you be like everything to a guy, but he will treat you so badly that you be like, why is he this way? It's not about you, it's about them. It's when we come to understand that people don't treat you based on who is about, based on how they are, who they are, then we will really, so it depends. A guy will treat you how he feels sometimes, a guy will treat you how he feels about himself, and a guy will treat you how you portray yourself.
All right. Okay, so let's get to the next one. Don't settle for less, because I've heard this over and over and over, and my thought about it is like, seriously, if you really want to have a good marriage, you'll settle. That's my thought. If you really want, because it's like you're speaking into something. The truth is, you're speaking that you don't want to have a settled home before you even actually get into the home. I may be wrong. Honestly, I really may be wrong, but that's my own thought of things. So
you believe about don't settle for less. It's like don't go for what is below your standards.
Because the truth about it is, especially when it comes from men, it's about superficial. Honestly, by default, you see many people will tell you, I don't want to settle for less. If you want to look into that less, is the person, if that person is not the picture perfect person I have in my head,
by default. Yeah, by default. Some men, some people, some men, that is the picture perfect, which is a wrong ideology that they should have. But I would speak for myself. When I say I would not settle for less, it's from a standpoint of that I have come to a realization of who I am as a person in Christ, my purpose, my destiny, where I'm going to. And because I am so aware of myself, who I am, I know exactly the right fit for me. So not settling for less means I will not settle for a man that will see me as an intimidation. You know, because there are some men, they are threatened by strong women. They are intimidated by women who are ambitious, who have big dreams and all of that. So the moment you come off as that, you are already too powerful, you're doing too much and all of that. And that's already less.
That's
already less. So that's the mindset. So it depends, like you said, the mindset behind your settling for less, what is it? For me, it's about not going below the standard of who God has created me to be and where I am going in destiny. So I think people should don't shrink to fit in. Sometimes people like you'll be in a relationship where it is clearly not taking you, not adding any value, and you still stay in it. You are settling for less. So until we come to a wholeness, to be content by ourselves, to be whole, knowing that until I meet the right person, I'd rather be alone than to be with the wrong person.
Definitely.
That because when you're with the wrong person, you're settling for less. If you're a queen, you know that you know. So, but you mentioned the picture perfect. Some men, the mindset is the less is that the woman needs to be 6 feet tall, figure 8, you know, all of that. And if she's not this figure, if she's not dark skin or light skin, she is less, which is wrong. It has to do with your purpose, your direction in life.
When it comes to settling for less, the less has to be defined, just like the way she said.
Definitely.
You have to know what you call your own less. And I think people just follow trend. When they hear settle for less, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't settle for less, I can't settle for this man because he's not having Range Rover, he's not having Benz. And the man will now say, okay, I can't settle for less because she doesn't have a degree, or she doesn't do this, or Nyash no did here. You understand? They see most of that as less, but marriage goes beyond just the lady. A lot of things has to be put into place. Marriage, you are marrying a lady, you are not just marrying the lady. The entire family are inclusive, our friends are inclusive, our job, our lifestyle are inclusive. We are going to marry all of that also. Likewise, the lady is going to marry all of that from that man. So you have to define what you call your less, and nobody can be blamed for it. You understand? A man would have gone through a very kind of crazy life, and time to get married, like, I just want a peaceful marriage. I don't want a lady that will tell me is going for locations or is going for this meeting. I just want a wife, like full ass wife. He doesn't want a problem. So you can't blame him. That is what he wants.
Definitely.
You understand? And that is his own parameter of less he can settle for. You understand? So people should go beyond the materials and other stuff. They should define marriage before they define their less they're talking about.
Definitely. Oh, thank you. You've really chipped in something there.
Powerful.
Honestly, you've really chipped in something there. Okay, let's get to the next one. This thing of having standards. You will see ladies will be telling you, I have standards. The man cannot treat me this way. My standards. You hear a lot about standards, especially when you get into a relationship, or your friends that are in relationship, they will always try as much as possible to communicate standards. I just believe that when you're in a relationship with a man, just sit quiet, honestly, and let him reveal himself. Over the communication of I don't want this, you're giving the man the script on how to treat you, of which sometimes you get into the marriage, or you actually born to marry, you marry, and when they get into the marriage and the man starts bringing out the true him, then you say, he did not show me this character. How would he have shown you the character when you gave him a script on how to treat you? Because those standards you're trying to communicate all the time, you're giving that man a script on how to treat you. Zip it. You get your standards, keep it within yourself, and let the man do the fuck up.
But is that not going to be a black market for the man?
And that's
also?
one thing we call, I think,
what black market?
Because I don't know who I'm going to get married to, since my spouse or fiancé is not exposing or relating whatever she wants to me, so I can't know what she wants. So that means a week or 2 weeks, 3 months into the marriage, I begin to see what she wants, and I can't cope anymore.
The truth is, I'm just saying that just be you. Okay, you have your standards. Let the standards be within you. Don't over communicate it, because I don't know if you've seen the internet. Girls with these AKA standards, you have to tell a man, you have to. No, keep quiet. Let the man reveal the true him. Because it's only when you sit quiet that the man will reveal who he really is.
They show their standard. Like, if you show your standard is this and then my standard is this, I then walk away. So by the time they wait for 20 years and they couldn't find their standard, maybe they will find the substandard.
But the truth is, if her standard is here and your own standard is here, definitely you review that your standard is below hers, and automatically you go. Rather than if she's telling you, some men will act like here when they are here, and trust me, when you get into that marriage, the real him is going to come out to show that he's here, and definitely he's going to, the marriage will not stay.
I think we just women, because even not only women as talk about standards, men also they talk about standards. So I think we should be real.
Definitely.
That's what we call unconditional love. So we should just allow, when we go into relationship, people should just be themselves.
Definitely.
And by being yourself, you are that's your standard.
Definitely.
You are showing the next person who you are. And by being who you are, he or she knows that, okay, I can cope with this kind of character, or I cannot cope with because when we come with these scripts, like you rightly said, when we come with the conditions, when we give love conditions, that is the number one problem. But I'm not denying the fact that, as a lady, there are some standards, I would rather say boundaries, or we should have our boundaries, or my standards in terms of my boundaries of what I can take and what I cannot take, especially so those boundaries should what partners should bring into the table. This is what I would not take from you, and I would like you to treat me like this, like that. So I think we should talk more about boundaries. We should focus more on creating, being people who have values that, okay, these are my values, these are my boundaries, don't go for this. But it should not really be that if you are not, because I would use the term, you talked about what is your definition of standards in the first place, because some people, when they say I will not, the standards it has to do with the picture perfect, it has to do with the statues, it has to do with the, all these superficial things that we bring into the table. So these things don't matter. What really matters is what are your principles of dating in a relationship. It's not like I'm giving you a script that you must text me or you must do like this, otherwise no. It's just that I would love to have an honest man. Like when I'll tell a man that I like someone who is honest. I prefer that you are very honest with me, even if it's gonna hurt me, than to lie to me. Lies is a very big offense to me, and that's not. It's not like a standard, but that is something that I wouldn't like to have, like in a partner, to have someone who is who tells lies. So we should just have values and keep boundaries, but not really necessarily giving scripts or saying this is when you start a standard. Someone would think I need a rich person, I need this kind of a person, but if you bring it down in normal understanding, people, that
so let me ask you this question. You want to say something?
I think from what she just said now, standard is good, but communication can be wrong.
Correct.
And one of the things we are having in this modern age is communication. The way which we communicate is a bit harmful. Like it must be this way. Not respecting the other person, like it's human also. You understand? He has his own standard, I have my own standard. So I'm not saying, both of us standard can stay if we communicate properly. But the social media has make it like they are kind of forming some kind of superpower team that, this is my standard. Everybody has standard.
Definitely.
You understand? But communicate it in ideal manner.
Your values,
So, is it okay for a woman to tell a man how to treat her?
I think it's okay to a greater extent. I think it's very important for a woman to tell her man how she wants to be treated, because then you help him to know how to please you. Because at times we assume that men know what we want, whereas maybe what you want is not. He does not know, or what is a love language to the woman is not his love language. There are love languages, acts of service, gifts, and all those things. So maybe gifts is your love line. He does not know that, but if you communicate to him respectfully how you would love to be treated, like I just said that I hate liars. I hate when a man tells lies. Just be honest. Even if I always say, even if you do something, even if you cheat, there's a way you can really be honest how it happened. And I will, so honesty for me is a value that I will always communicate to my man, for him to know that this matters to me a lot. So I think it's important that partners, women, should communicate how they want to be treated, because by that you're helping him to know how to love and respect you. And also communication, it's very vital. I've always been of the opinion that you cannot really tell a grown man how to treat you.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. If he loves you, he will. If a man cannot listen to you, you should not be with that man. Any man that does not listen to you is a very big. Why should I be with a partner that cannot really communicate with freely and cannot listen?
It is necessary for ladies or the chosen partner to communicate how they want to be loved. Because we grow up from different backgrounds.
That's right.
We grow up from different journey. We are built differently. But there's something that actually comes in between us, which is love. Now, we have another responsibility to make sure that it works. And one of the duties is communicating what's going to make it work. You understand? I might be a kind of person that I don't buy gifts. You understand? If I'm raised in an environment whereby we don't know anything about gifts, you understand? You can't expect me to give you what I don't know. You understand? So, and you are the type that you like it. You want the gifts. You want the Valentine gift. You want the birthday gift. You want the Christmas gift. You want the New Year gift. You understand?
That's true.
And I don't know how to do all of that. So you have to find a way to communicate it. But I think where we are having issues in this modern world is communication. Communication. Sometimes we take fight as communication. Most especially the African women or Nigerian women take shoutings as communication. Shouting is not communication. There are communication that unspoken word.
Definitely.
There are ways you communicate that. So partners can tell themselves how they want to be loved.
Or you even, that there is, if at times, people, your partner does not even necessarily, there are relationships that people the man just assumes that you both are already dating, without any verbal confessing the love.
Definitely.
And I think that's also communication. This is causing a lot of issues now. So it's by telling him how you want, it means that he has probably already confessed to you, I love you, I would like for us to be in a relationship. And by that open communication, you can now tell, okay, I was in this and this is the reason, this is what I would desire. This communication part is very important because men are very tricky. When you don't communicate, it will bounce back on you. So it's so important to tell your partner what are the things you want. You want gifts like if you want that once in a while, he gives you like a Lamborghini Urus as come on. It's this kind of cars. I love luxury cars. I don't want, he should know that you like luxury, so that he doesn't go and buy a Camry.
All right, so we're on the last one. Fake it till you make it. That one, some people hold it there like signboard to run with it. And some people, when you say fake it till you make it, some people have the notion that it's all about trying to portray that you have a car when you don't have a car. And I told someone the other day, I said, no, it's about even these accents that we put up. Because some of us, we want to speak British, we'll speak British. We want to speak American, we'll speak American. Like we've never ever seen Africa before.
That's right.
You understand me? But I just believe sometimes it's good to fake it, but don't overdo it. It's good to fake it because if you go for an interview and if you're needed to really explain yourself and you could really have that British accent or American accent, and you really know how to articulate yourself well, trust you do it, and
you
definitely
stand the chances.
That's also faking it. So
and
what do you have to say?
Just to add to what you rightly said, it's needed. Fake it until it's necessary.
Okay.
It's necessary for branding.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when you picture your future,
definitely,
you need to start acting like it. So when you start acting like it, doesn't mean that you have to have all the things but there is a way that you start, because you present yourself as if you are already in that future, which the world, we call it faking it. But it's necessary to fake it until you make it. Don't overdo it, like you rightly said, because when you overdo it, you miss the point. You pass a wrong message. But if you're very strategic, intentional, and you know what you're doing, faking it until you make it, it's a very important tool. Like I mentioned, branding. You want to brand yourself. People know what you tell them about yourself, and the whatever you portray is what only those who are maybe closer to you may know but those who watch from outside, they only see what you portray, and they will buy what you portray. So it's important to present yourself how you want to be addressed.
All right.
Well, I see it as brand your way to success.
Correct.
Not just
brand your way to success.
So
we should change.
Guys, it's no longer fake it till you make it. It's brand your way to success.
I love that.
Chop Dapo. My job boy.
They leak sugar. That's a good one.
Everybody just have to, as I said, the outlook is the first thing you see. You don't see the interior part of any product you see. So your outlook, your product has to be well packaged.
Definitely.
That is coming from the way I speak. If I come here and I speak, you're like, oh, that guy is noisy and this. That is what you're going to brand me as. Then if I'm here and like I'm not adding any stuff, that's what you're going to brand.
Absolutely.
That is what you will see me. Even you see me in a better place tomorrow, so that's a trash. That is the brand which I have created.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's always good to brand your
way to success.
It's not faking it. You understand? You don't necessarily need to have the car or to borrow that car. But you necessarily need to package yourself to where a car is needed.
A car is needed, exactly.
You understand? Definitely you can rent one. For that purpose. Definitely you can take a classified Uber for that purpose. Just brand yourself to success.
It all deals. It has to do. We just need to be intentional. I speak a lot about intentionality, being intentional about everything that we do. People call it being fake, but you are just being intentional. You're branding your way to success, and once you do it consistently, it becomes it becomes real, and people begin to, when you believe in something, you believe in yourself, you know you are going towards that, you just keep walking that path intentionally, and eventually it becomes reality. All
right, so any last word?
Pay attention to this aspect of we should be intentional about branding our way to success. We should focus more on instead of looking for a good woman for ourselves, we should find a good woman who is the right woman for us. These are very key points. And also social media, I think celebrities, influencers should be more intentional about the kind of content that they are putting out there, because I believe that influence is for purpose, and we need to understand that when God has made you a celebrity or an influencer, He's placing you in that position so that you can have the crowd and to influence them positively. So we need to have more celebrities who are purpose-minded, and we even citizens as well, youths, women, people need to be conscious of whatever that they are posting online, because so many people are having mental health issues. People are going through a lot, so we should be more empathetical, we should be more compassionate in our approach towards people, in our messaging, whatever our comments, we should comment with love, we should post with empathy, and we should care about one another.
Yeah.
So this is my little point I want to chip in, and yeah.
All right, so guys, it's been a lot. Okay, hope you consumed it and you digested into every part of you, especially your psychic. Okay, so we come to an end of this amazing podcast, and I really want to thank you for being devoted, and I really want to thank my guests today, even though one person has left already.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mary Ann. Thank you so much, Raphael, for being part of this. It's really been an amazing time.
Thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and please, guys, stay glued, because we have lots and lots of amazing and juicier content on this channel. And I said earlier, if you've been shacking up with me, I don't know what you're waiting. Go to the button. It's red. It's written subscribe. I don't know if it's left or right, but just click on it and join my community. Okay. Thank you. Stay blessed, and bye bye for now. Bye bye.
Bye bye.